Nigerian government asked us to hands off after we conducted autopsies on 35 decomposing bodies found in Anambra River in 2013. Ex-Governor Peter Obi says, wow, in the river. Okay, so after they discovered the bodies and they did autopsy on them, okay, the Nigerian government asked them to hands off. The former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, has stated that the Nigerian government asked his government to hands off when 35 decomposing bodies were found in the Anambra River in 2013. After State Governor Alex Otti recently stated that over 80 decomposing corpses, including 20 headless ones, as well as countless skeletons, were discovered by security operatives during a raid on the forest around the Lokpanta cattle market in the Umunochi axis of the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. Oh God. Otti made the revelation on Sunday during the second edition of his monthly media chat in Umuahia, the state capital. However, Peter Obi, who was the state governor between 2007 and 2014, and the Labour Party candidate in the 2023 presidential election, in a statement via X on Thursday, recalled how he faced a similar situation in Anambra State. Obi commended Otti for taking a bold step against insecurity in the state, adding that the security of lives and property should be the primary responsibility of any government. He said, I read the bone-chilling story coming out of Abia State, where over 80 bodies were reportedly recovered around the cattle market, with about 20 headless decomposing bodies. This level of barbarism and extremely cruel act only reflects how insecure our environment has been. It unearths how insecurity has continued to ravage many parts of the country, taking innocent lives and killing the economy. I thank the Abia State Governor, Dr. Alex Otti, for taking such a bold step against insecurity in the state. This is highly emulatable. I recall facing a similar situation in 2013 as the governor of Anambra State. I was accompanying President Goodluck Jonathan to an official engagement outside the country when I received the sad report of about 35 decomposing bodies floating on the Ezu River. I had to leave everything to rush back to the state to attend to the situation and ensure that order was restored in the vicinity. Investigation was immediately commenced with autopsies conducted before the federal government took over the process and asked the state government to hands off. Security of lives and property remain the primary duty of any government and key to any meaningful development we hope to experience as a nation. We must therefore prioritize it. I encourage government at all levels to make more effort in combating insecurity in the nation. That's what Peter Obi said. So that's Peter Obi's comment there. And so this is all is happening. And this is just one state. Too. I'm sure this kind of thing will be found across all the 36 states if a deep investigation is carried out. Because the extrajudicial killing in this country is something else. Especially places like Imo State, Anambra, even Ebonyi State. If you look at all those states very well, or if you look at all those Akwa Ibom, what is riverine states, and see what's happening. What about River State? Ooh, that one. Or even Lagos State, only God knows what's happening there. So I am sure this extrajudicial killings that is taking place across all the states, you will see, if it's well investigated, you are going to see a lot of situations like this cropping up across all the states. It's a very bad situation, I tell you. And the country is just looking, innocent people are dying. What about the northern part of the country where Boko Haram and ISWAP have been killing people like they're killing goats and chicken? Okay, only God knows where they're dumping the bodies. Sometimes the government try to conduct a mass burial, especially in the north, for some of those victims. Only God knows what is happening in those areas. Sometimes military try to conduct mass burial for people in some states, especially places like Benue, like Plateau State, and Zamfara State, and even Borno State, where militancy and banditry has taken toll on the states. It's a very, very unfortunate situation, I must say. Very unfortunate situation. But only God knows when we'll get out of these problems like this. So I say Nigeria just happened to him. Once said, save the zoo and come back with shame. He don't clear for his eye. So somebody is blaming Peter B for coming out to say he wants to save Nigeria. You don't have to blame anybody. Nigeria is still our country. And I tell you that we must do something to hold Nigeria tight. That is it. So if anybody comes out in goodwill to correct the problem of Nigeria, he should be supported. That is it. As I always say, this country called Nigeria, Lord, please heal our country. And that's a prayer everybody is praying as well. And that was during Jonathan's regime. But you, as the governor, and Jonathan will still answer humanity when the time comes. Okay, so what are you trying to say? What happened to pursuing justice? Don't worry, the issue of pursuing justice is still there. It has not finished. As long as injustice continue, pursuing justice will definitely continue. As long as your past will continue to hurt you, IPOB always win. What does that mean? For the story to come out now, that means the spirit of that person is seeking justice. Spirit of who? There are about 35 bodies, I tell you, that were discovered. It's not, he just relayed the example of what he saw. So it's not like he was involved in the killing or he did the killing. Let's be frank. Okay, we're talking about the level of insecurity in the country and the effect what the problem is causing us in Nigeria. Someone said that's why this zoo will fail and nothing shall save it. Wow, people are still calling this country zoo. And why didn't you use your power as governor then to fight for justice or speak out? Have known for over time that all politicians are the same. You only speak when he didn't favor you, and when it favors you, you keep quiet. Can you imagine? So what are you trying to say now? That one is trying to blame Peter Obi for making reference to his experience he had when he was the governor. This news does not change the hardship in the country right now, Abi. So people want to hear something else, not the news of, discovering dead bodies. Well, it is good to talk about it because it's people that have lost their lives. Innocent people have been killed, and also those people need justice. Something has to be done at one point or the other to correct the situation. As somebody say, my country problem is past Jesus because now will be our own problem. Not be lie. That doesn't change the high rate of hardship currently in Nigeria. So let's hear something better. Now, wow. All right. So Peter B must always say, we know you, sir. You cannot hurt a fly. Not a small thing. This is not an excuse of Mr. S. Governor. So what are you trying to say? That he should continue to fight for justice or should not fight for justice? What are you trying to say here? Somebody said, no wonder Jesus on the cross said, it is finished. Nigeria is finished. That is what you do. So that is Nigeria for you. Only God will help us, and thank you for listening.